this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to apply for an open work permit from outside of Canada. Who exactly can apply for an open work permit from outside of Canada? You may be eligible if you're a spouse or family member of someone studying or working temporarily in Canada based on these conditions. You can pause and take a look at these 5 conditions and see if you fall under one of these categories. And secondly, you have recently graduated from a Canadian post-secondary institution. Note that these people will also have to apply for a postgraduate work permit, which is a different type of an open work permit. If you have someone applying for an open work permit from inside of Canada, there are so many other options that you might qualify for without even knowing. Check in the description area below if you're applying from within Canada. Let's quickly dive in. So I'm going to leave this link in the description area below. The first thing you're going to do is once you hit on this website, which is canada.ca, and the link that takes you directly to how to apply, all you have to do is, where are you applying from? If you're a little bit confused on this, I'm just going to walk you guys back on how I got to this point so that it doesn't confuse anybody. So pretty much all I did was canada.ca or cic.gc.ca. You go to menu and immigration and citizenship, work. Once you click on that, you go to get a work permit and then temporary workers. And here you click on apply for a work permit and then how to apply. And this takes you exactly to the link that I showed you guys earlier. And all you have to do is, where are you applying from? Now, it's because you're applying from outside Canada, you're going to click on outside Canada. If you're applying inside of Canada, check the description area below. You're going to see how to apply from inside Canada. So we click on applying from outside Canada. To get the forms you need, tell us how you're applying and where you're applying from. So we're going to click on that, go all the way down where it says, how are you applying? It says online recommended. Where are you applying from? So here you're going to choose your country. Let's say I'm applying from Nigeria, so I'm going to choose Nigeria. Here it's going to tell you, get the visa office requirements for applicants in your country. I made the video. I'm also going to leave in the description area below. If you don't really know what this is for your own country, all you have to do is open that in a new tab, and this is what it's going to look like. It's going to open, and this is what it's going to look like for your own country, right? So once you get to this point, you open that in a different page, and then you're going to see the visa office requirements for applicants in your country. So you click on create an account or sign in. So here, if you do not have an account, you register, and then it's going to walk you through the whole process of creating an account. If you have an account, you can sign in with your sign-in partner, or you can sign in with the GC key. So we're going to sign in with the GC key. After you sign in, your screen is going to look just like this. If you already submitted an application, it's going to show underneath here. If you have an application that you're working and you pause and you come back to it, it's going to show below here. All you have to do is you click on it and then you keep working. But if you do not have anything, let's quickly get started. Start an application. So here, determine your eligibility and apply online. So what would you like to do in Canada? I would say work. How are you planning to, how long are you planning to stay in Canada? Temporarily, more than 6 months. Select the code that matches the one from your country. So I'm going to choose Nigeria. What is the country, current country? Because you're applying from outside of Canada, you're going to choose your country as well. So I'm going to choose Nigeria. Do you have a family member? If you do, you choose a yes. If you don't, you click on no. And here you're going to just put your date of birth. Because this is a demo video, I'm just going to choose a number and work with that. And then you choose your month and your date and you click on next. Find out if you're eligible to apply. So are you a lawful permanent resident of the United States? If you are, then yes. If no, you should click on no, next. I have a job offer. My employer gave me an open. So this is pretty much going to be for people applying for a specific work permit. This does not apply for someone who is trying to get an open work permit. So you're going to choose no, next. So do you plan to work in one of the following categories? Pretty much people working in these categories, I think it's also going to be specific work permit, but at the end of the day, I don't think they're going to be needing a work permit because it's going to be, they're just going to get a travel visa to work with any of these companies. So all we have to do is, we're going to answer here, no. Will you be coming to Canada under an active public policy or special measure announced by IRCC? You're going to say no. This is for people trying to extend their postgraduate as a work permit. This is something that came out for an 18 months work permit. So for this one now, are you a spouse, common law partner, or dependent child of someone of a person who has or is applying for a work permit for a job? This is exactly what I said in the PowerPoint presentation. So if this falls under that for you, you're going to choose yes. And then have you recently graduated? So if you're someone who studied in Canada and you went back to your country and now you're trying to apply for a postgraduate work permit, which is also a different type of open work permit, like I said in the PowerPoint presentation, you're going to choose yes here. So for this demo where I'm applying as a spouse or common law partner or dependent child of someone who fits either of these two categories. So here I'm just going to choose no and next. Here, what is your marital status? I would just say single. If you're applying as a spouse, then it's going to be married. If you're a child, dependent child, you're just going to say single. So I'm going to say single. What is your province? Let me use married for someone who is trying to apply for their spouse or a spouse who is applying, right? So what is your province of destination? I'm going to choose Ontario and next. So open work permit outside Canada. You may be eligible to come to Canada to work with an open work permit. We click on next. You're almost there, so continue. Find out if you're eligible to apply. What type of work permit do you want to apply for? So I would say, let's make a selection here. A work permit, okay. So I'm going to choose a work permit for a spouse, common law partner, or child of a skilled worker or international student, because this was the one that I chose. But if you're someone applying for a postgraduate work permit, which is also a type of open work permit, you're going to be choosing this one. I believe this ones, a few of them here are pretty much for specific work permit. If that's something you're interested, check some of the videos I've made on how to apply for specific work permit. For this one, it's all about open work permit. So we're going to choose this and next. Are you accompanying a family member? If you do not know some of these things, if it's a little bit confusing, you have the option to click on the question. This means you'll be staying with a family member who is already in Canada or has applied to come to Canada and has been accepted as a visitor, worker, or student. So if you don't know what accompany means, click on that. It tells you that. You go back. If you don't know what status means, click on that. It explains everything to you, and then you can also go back. So for this option, I'm going to say no. Next. Have you ever committed or been arrested or charged with any criminal offense in any country? I would say no. Be sincere with your answers. Have you had any medical exam performed by an IRCC authorized? So if you have, you're going to choose yes or no. I will just say yes. This is just trying to get to know if you're going to need a medical exam or not. Do you want to submit an application for a family member? If you're someone applying for your kid or your wife, or you're doing it yourself, this is where it comes in. So yes or no. So I'll go no because I'm applying for myself based on the demo. Are you giving someone access to your application if you're using a representative? For example, let's say I'm a representative. I am not a representative. I'm just sharing my knowledge to people. So if I'm representing you and you're giving me authority to apply for you, this is where you're going to choose that. You're going to click, yes, I'll be appointing a representative on my behalf. But if you're doing it for yourself, you choose no, next. In the past 10 years, have you given your fingerprint and photo for an application to come to Canada? If it's a yes for you, you choose yes. If no, you choose no. So I'm going to say yes, next. There are fees associated with the application. I will say yes, I'll be paying my application fees, next. Are you able to make a digital copy for your documents? I would say yes, next. Will you be paying your application fees online? I would say yes, I will be doing that, next. Now you have the option to review your answers and make the necessary changes if you want. If you want to start a brand new application entirely, all you have to do is you click on this button, start again, and it's going to ask you, do you want to exit? If you click on continue, then you start a new one. I'll say no, cancel. So here you can change your answers by clicking any of these arrows. For example, let's say you are a lawful permanent resident. Once you click on this arrow, you can change your answers and update, and then you keep going. So I'll just say next. Oh, it took me backwards again. Find out if you're eligible to apply. I'll say, okay, it's pretty much the same thing. I'm going to go next, 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 so I can get to the point where I was before. Continue. Next. Okay, so all the way down, then you click continue. So here it's going to show you step 1, use your account, save your application, upload your documents, just telling you what to do, and then final step, pay your fees. And that's exactly all we just went through. So we're just going to click continue. And then this is going to be your own personal document checklist based on the answers you provided. So based on these answers that I provided, so I'm going to be filling out an application for work permit made outside of Canada. Once I fill this to get this document, you're going to click on this, then it's going to open in a new page, and then if you click on that, you're going to download it. Then this is all the supporting documents I'm going to be providing. So pretty much this is an optional document, application for a temporary resident visa made outside of Canada. For this particular document, I'm going to leave how to fill it out in the description area. This is for a visitor visa made outside of Canada. If you want to know how to apply for that, then you're going to find out in the description area. Then for this particular application for work permit made outside of Canada, I already have a video on how to fill it out. I'll leave it in the description area below as well. So all you have to do is watch that video, fill out your application form. I'm trying to make this video so that it's so short, so that it's watchable by people, so that once you're done, you upload it. That video has also the family information. You're also going to add that, upload, provide the necessary documents based on your personal checklist or your personal document checklist. And once you do that, on here, after uploading all your files, you're going to click on next, on continue, and you pay your fees and submit your application. And that is how to apply for an open work permit in Canada. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, you can find the other videos in the description area below.